Allah is Al-Wakil, the disposer of all things, and that's why you should place your trust in Him alone in all your affairs, for He is enough as a guardian.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, everyone. I'm so happy to find you back finally. It's been so difficult for me to make some time and to focus on my blog and make videos. It's not something that is it's not like a huge mountain, but I don't know why for me it seems like a huge mountain, as if I have to, I have to make myself look presentable and prepare what I'm going to talk about and edit and post, so it takes a lot of time. And yeah, so I want to talk about something that I have been thinking about lately. As Muslims, we tend to we find it very difficult to digest something, generally speaking. The fact that this life is not going to be perfect, that happiness is not going to be found here, that as a Muslim, we are told that repeatedly. It might sound strange for those who are not Muslims, because I don't know how the majority of people view life, but I guess from what I observe, it's like you have only one life, so you have to make sure that you get everything you want, and eventually that becomes a recipe for disaster, for depression. Because if you think that you have to have everything that you want in this life, you need to always be happy, be successful, have the greatest relationships, and you just will end up feeling very unhappy and dissatisfied if you don't get those things. I think Islam is very realistic in that sense. It doesn't give you false hopes. It doesn't tell you that that your life will be perfectly smooth or perfect. It doesn't tell you that. In fact, it tells you the contrary. It keeps telling you over and over again that, sorry, there was a dog that was barking, so annoying. I just hate dogs and dogs that bark. I don't like that. It's very annoying, the noise and all. I don't like that. So I went to close the windows. You see, that's why I can't ever sit down to film a video, because I like it to be silent, completely silent, so that I can hear myself and I can think, and I know that you can as well concentrate on what I'm saying. So what I was saying was that as Muslims, it's very interesting that we are never once told that we should expect everything to go our way. And I found that very helpful in moments of depression. Because when you are depressed, guys, I don't know about you, but when I'm depressed, I think that nothing is going on right in my life. I just keep comparing my life to other people's lives. I wonder, why am I not married? Why am I not having a dream job? Why do I face so many difficulties in my family? Why do I fall sick, and why does life seem so unbearable at times? And you might take antidepressant, you might get therapy, you might talk to people, you might do all the things that you're supposed to do to get out of your depression or to deal with your depression. But it's true that the Islamic perspective helps enormously. First of all, the Islamic perspective always reminds us that I hope you're not hearing the dogs barking, because it's really getting on my nerves. But as Muslims, we think about death every single day, every single second. In fact, we keep reiterating the fact that we are here just for a number of days, and we don't know how long we will live on this dunya. But eventually, what we are going through, what we see right now, you have your house, your car, your job, your friends, even this body. It's not yours. It belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you will return to Him. I don't know if you've been to funerals often, but when I go to funerals, it's like it couldn't be more clear that you are here just for a very short period, and the world does not revolve around you. However much you would like to believe that, all of us, we like to believe that we are the center of the universe. We want to feel special. We want to feel like of course we matter. Of course we are special. We are very special. We are special creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah has created you. He knows you intimately. He knows you. He has created you. But this life, it's really something which is not that big of a deal when you think about the hereafter. It's just a testing place. And again, That's why I always say there is a huge difference between people who are Muslims and people who are not Muslims, because I'm not saying that Muslims are always better people. Unfortunately, it's not the case. But I have been born in a Muslim family, not really religious or practicing, but the thing is, the culture, the way of thinking about life and death, something which is very important, the meaning of life, that is a big, there is a big difference between that view and the view of non-Muslims. As Muslims, we believe that we need to have a certain detachment with this world, which I found really refreshing. When I rediscovered Islam in 2016, after I was going through some big difficulties in my life, and then I didn't have any choice but to turn to Allah. I was feeling so bad that nothing was helping except prayer. I clung to my prayer like never before, and I couldn't live without praying. I guess Allah has a way of reminding you what really matters and who you should focus on. That's one of the perhaps benefits of getting problems in life, another thing which I love to talk about. Because when everything is going on right, you don't feel the need to bow down to your creator. You don't feel religious, you don't feel interested in religion, you feel like you're just this superhuman that you don't need God. So astaghfirullah, I've also been very guilty of that at times. I didn't feel like I didn't need God, but perhaps I would say in my own case, I don't know about you, but I tend to feel very bitter, and when my sadness becomes overwhelming, I feel a bit angry at God. Sometimes I tell myself, why God, why are you giving me so much hardship? I can't bear it, I just cannot handle it, So give me some courage, please, to deal with it, but I can no longer take it. So sometimes I tend to lose my faith when I go through such moments, and I just tend to feel that, what's the use of me praying? What's the use of me reading the Quran? What's the use of me wearing this hijab? And of course, it's absolutely false, has nothing to do with, in life you will encounter problems. That's just a normal part of life. It has nothing to do with, it's not that God does not love you, that he's torturing you, that no one cares, that you are cursed. It's nothing like that, because there are many people out there who are also suffering, but you won't know. They are not posting about it, they are not talking about it, they are not showing it. You will never know. But my point is that I think if I was not a Muslim, I was a Hindu, I was a Christian, I was a non-believer, whoever I would be, I would still find that very refreshing, the concept that, this life, you should not take it too seriously. Why be too, I'm not saying that you should not try to make your life better. You should exercise. You should take care of your life, of your job. You should have ambitions. You should constantly try to progress and earn money, of course, have a decent, comfortable life. That's not haram, that's not prohibited. However, you will see that the more you depend on success or on results to feel complete, the more you will feel frustrated. I know that many times we tend to be super ambitious, we tend to put all kinds of unrealistic expectations on ourselves. We want to have it all. We want to look good, feel good, have everything that is, have money and just have a perfect life. But that's never going to happen. I have to break it to you, and especially to myself. That's a recipe for disaster. Most of the time, if you will notice, when you feel unhappy, it's because you expect that you're not satisfied with Allah's plans for you.